In this diagram, segment DE is congruent to JI. So let's go ahead and label that. DE and JI. And then it also says angle D is congruent to angle J. What additional information is sufficient to prove that triangle DEF is congruent to triangle JIH? So we're trying to show that those two triangles are congruent. So far we have a side and an angle. Alright, so let's look at our options down here. And I'm going to kind of label them on the graph as we go to see if they make sense or not. So ED is congruent to IH. Well, those are not corresponding sides. ED are the first two letters and IH are the last two letters. So that doesn't help us. Those are not corresponding sides, so they don't have to be congruent. Alright, then we have DH, which is this piece right here, is congruent to JF. Okay, now this one's intriguing because normally you would have the entire side length. You would have DF is congruent to JH. It would usually tell you the entire side length. But because these overlap right here at HF, we know that that part's the same. So if we can also show that this part is the same, what it's really saying is that the base of the triangle here is congruent to the base of the triangle here. So even though that's kind of an interesting way of writing that, that would give us side, angle, side on each triangle, which would prove that the triangles are congruent. So I'm thinking that's going to be our answer, but let's just double check the other ones just to make sure I'm not totally off base here, because I do make mistakes sometimes. So the next one says HG is congruent to GI. Well, that's just all in the yellow triangle. That doesn't even include the green triangle, so that doesn't help us at all. And then HF is congruent to JF. Again, that's all from the yellow triangle, so that doesn't help us. So it is in fact B.